Our progression through the years, this is going to be our 4th year now. The first year, for me, I had known about One Lap. It's been a race going on for many, many years, and kind of a bucket list item that I'd always dreamt of or thought that would be really cool to do someday. Never actually thought that it would be something that I'd be doing at this point in my life, or even just starting a few years ago. But I knew that I kind of wanted to do it. Ronnie knew that. He talked to me and was like, "Oh yeah, Andy says he's doing One Lap this year, so yeah, just need your commitment at some point." Or I don't know exactly how it went, but basically he said the same thing to Andy. "Oh yeah, Andy, Brandon says he's doing One Lap this year, so just need your commitment too." And so we both kind of like, well, yeah, I guess if he's doing it, I'll do it, kind of a thing. The competitive side, and also just knowing that somebody like him is going to participate. Yeah, I want in. I want to be teamed up with Andy. He's a great driver and knows his stuff, and it could be a lot of fun. And we put together a car that we weren't sure if it was going to last. EVO is not really an endurance car, so we tried to prep it as best we knew from all the racing things that we've done to prep a car that would be able to last. At registration, and we parked there with the EVO, and you would not believe how many people kind of walked by and like, "EVO, huh? Good luck," kind of. And we were like, "What, EVO Tuesday, what's that?" Like, "Oh yeah, you do really well in like a couple days," and then nobody lasts past Tuesday. So our first year, we did really well, and then we're like, "Okay, is this curse gonna hit us? What's going on?" Well, Tuesday came and went, and we were still kicking butt, and we made it all the way through. Our car survived, did great, and we took 3rd overall. We were super pumped, ecstatic, and people were pretty dang surprised. I mean, we knew we had a capable setup, and we knew we kind of prepped it in a conservative manner so that it would last. But yeah, anything can happen with these cars when you push them at this level. Being able to adapt is super key, and that's where those guys troubleshoot. And we've had brake issues, we've had differential issues, and troubleshooting and getting it repaired right away so it doesn't take you out of the running is super critical. So having quick problem-solving types of individuals on the team is key, and that's Andy and Ronnie. That's what they live for. They love it. They get enjoyment out of trying to fix a problem. Moving forward to year 2, we were like, "All right, it worked. You want to do it again?" "Yeah, I want to do it again." "Okay, yeah, let's do it." So we start prepping the car, and we try to pull all the information from the previous year and learn from it and build on it. And we went a little bit more power, because we learned the first year that there's some crazy power out there, and the guys push their cars. 1,000 horsepower GTR. It's hard to compete with in a 400, 450 horsepower EVO. We lasted, but we kind of manhandled on some of those big courses. We can't hit the top mile per hour, so we decided to do a little bit of a change in drivetrain so we could get a little higher mile per hour, a little bit of a different turbo so we could have more power. And the recipe got a little bit more aggressive than that first year, a little bit more racy, and it turned out to be a good move because we ended up sitting 2nd position on the podium at the very end. So the recipe that we learned from the first, kind of applied it to the 2nd year. It worked great. And then, of course, naturally, 3rd, 2nd, our 3rd year coming back, we wanted to get 1st place. That was our goal. So we added a little bit more of the aggressive prep into the recipe, and bushings got hard, and dog box transmission was noisy, and it was just a really aggressive setup, and it kind of beat us up on the commute, and that took a toll on us. And eventually the engine was a little bit more aggressively tuned and prepped, and we suffered a crank failure. So we went maybe just a little bit too far, and it's all about finding the balance. And this year we're going to dial it back, because you need to have an over-the-road commute where you can be relaxed, recover, not have to have noise-canceling headphones and texting each other to talk to the person right next to you, because you can't hear anything because the car is so loud and bouncy and everything's jarring, and your spine is hurting and your legs are aching. 5,000 miles in an EVO with a really rough suspension, it's not the most pleasant thing, as you can imagine. So trying to get this to be a little bit more of a creature comfort setup. It's still an EVO, it's still a small four-door car, and it's going to have a nice suspension on it, but just finding that balance. It's like the story of Goldilocks, you know? This one is just right.